Hey guys, today my microwave start giving me problems, tripping the breaker every time I try to start it. So I'm gonna see what the problem is. I want to show you the real problem here. So whenever, uh, whenever I start, it goes up. You see the lights going up. So it trips the breaker and then it's not starting at all. So I'm gonna take it off and it's not going to be that much easy. So you open the cabinet on top of it, and then you can find like two screws. You take the powers off, so unscrew it, and then it's kind of bulky. Good to have a helping hand, but since I don't have one, I'm just going to manage it. Once you take the screws out, you need to put something down below so it can hold it. And then yeah, it's kind of a slow process. I'm just going to fast forward it now. So this is the latch on the back side. Once you unscrew it, you have to lower the front side down and then take the back letter. I already opened it, but I just want to show it to you like how to take the front panel off. So it's like you have a hook on the bottom side, so that latches in there, and then yeah, you just put it in, and then on the top you will see a screw. So you have to find a screw. Yeah, it's easy to spot out. Trying to see it somewhere on the, yeah. So just there, I'm like, you see the screw. So you take the screw out from there, and then you open the door because the door gets in the way. So you open the door, and then you slide it up, take it off. That's it. And then we have a few connectors like the power connector for the magnetron from the relay, and then the other small connectors. I'm going to check the fuse now, but since the breaker was tripping, I'm thinking the fuse should be good. Fuse looks good, so I'm going to do the switches now. I'm going to check the first switch. I put a continuity mod on the multi-tester and then use alligator props. Just going to close the door, open the door, and check it out. So I'm going to close it now and see. I'm putting this in continuity mode. So the first switch looks good. Put it back. Check out the second one. I think this is normally open one, but we'll see. And this is a multi-tester multimeter probes. I use the alligator clips. So this one's good. It's going right. So we put the connector back in. Okay, and yeah, so cool. So this one's working too. So do thermostats. So this is the 70 degrees, 120 degrees. Get a little closer. Yeah, button we have two. One marked 70, one marked 120. So the 70 degrees is the normally open one. So I'm just going to. This should be open. Yeah. Yeah. So this is open. And then this is the 120, normally closed. So this will be closed. Yeah. So thermostats look good. Okay. So I think this is check it. Yeah. So this is also a normally closed one. 120. And then if the temp goes above 120, it tries to set up the circuit. Okay, now we come to the high voltage capacitor, stop, and then just touch both them to see if there is any trace. You can use a screwdriver or whatever you want, but what I can do is I can take one of the terminals out. So this is the diode, the high voltage diode, and then so I'm going to take this one out. Okay, and then I'm going to take the magnetron connections out. Come on. Yeah, so the magnetron, no, and yeah, pretty good. Okay, so it is like less than 1 ohm impedance, so the magnetron is good. So the other thing, remove the continuity mod, put it in the mega ohm range, and then try to see if there is any leakage from the one terminal to the body. So one terminal is enough because you already saw like zero continuity, but then you can just go to the other side also, so it's not moving at all. So if there's a slight impedance coming up here in mega ohm range or whatever it is, then the magnetron coils are leaky and it's not good anymore. Okay, so that's what the magnetron section. For the capacitor, what I do is put in the volt range, see if there's any residual voltage in there. There's no residual voltage, and then I go to the capacitance section, just try to see the capacitance. So you see like 951 nanofarad. Then you can compare with the numbers here to see like if it matches, and then you go on and keep it on the ohm impedance section. From one terminal to the other, just touch it. So it's not be like when going near to a zero impedance section, which means like the capacitor is sorted, and then you can see for any leakage to the ground section, but you need to remove the coils and things. So this one seems good. So in my case, everything seems to be good. So hopefully, I'm thinking that the only problem is, or maybe in the switches getting really greasy and then not able to conduct properly. So we'll see like whether it fixes itself or not. So after testing all the components, turns out the door latch, the lower one, has a small dent on it due to long use. So what I did was like I put a small bit of plastic with super glue and kept it overnight to dry it, and it came to me because I can't find any problems anywhere, and then when I closed the door I was looking at it closely, and then I see like it's barely touching the switches. So even though the multimeter was showing on and off, when you close the door or you open it, it was good, but I think in a higher voltage it was kind of like a flapping connection, not able to connect properly, which was a reason for tripping the breaker. So hopefully it fixed it. I'm going to see it right now. So I have the microwave all closed, and yeah, there it goes. So when I press the start button, it's working properly. So I think this is going to go for maybe another 5 years. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully it helps when you have some problem like this. Thanks.